Regeneration, prowess, persistent charges, and a whole number of hacks that accommodate this champion. Bishop in Incursions. That is what this video is all about. So for those that don't know, every single Friday on my twitch.tv/RichTheMan live channel, link is in the description, we do deep dives into very obscure or kind of weird champions to take into Incursions and test out their viability. And you can keep up to date with a lot of things that go on with the community by following Dan on Twitter and as well on YouTube. Links are in the description down below. How this video series plays out is that we talk about some of the hacks, some of the buffs and positive things that the champion has, and what is going to be handy to know when going into Incursions with this champion. And at the end of a highlights reel taken from Friday's edition, then what I do is I'll put together a good point and bad point finish off. So let's roll this. On screen at the moment is three things to note: playstyle, sustainability, and as well the method of building prowess. Now, okay, first and foremost, playstyle could be a case, depending on if you've got any energy enhancement hacks, to do an SP1 to obviously do energy damage. Obviously, if you do look to damage output a lot more, then that's going to be all about doing parries and building the prowess charges to then do more higher damage special attacks. And one of the things is the SP3. If you persistently charge and take 3 bars of power from one fight to another, it's probably advisable, as you can see in the video, to do plenty of parries. Wait till the enemy is just at a point where it still has 100% health and you'll just parry and just building the prowess. Smashing in that SP3 will mean for some large damage. And sustainability is one of the key things as well, as those charges can be absorbed to gain back health, and that is something that's going to be quite crucial. However, though, I would say that it's not always great to accumulate loads of them because of the degen based damage that you'll take as a result of keeping lots on you. Also, that the synergy that I was using had Storm Pyramid X, which gives a power gain buff, which is beneficial for some of the things that you're going to see me talk about as on screen at the moment. There are so many things to talk about with this champion, but at the same time, there's very little when it comes to buffs. That power gain buff is the only thing that will allow you to have any option of having something like buff cornucopia, for example, that will improve things. Apart from that, it won't be a case that you'll stimulate a fury buff, and there's a lot of stuff that increases the potency of it and as well just the ability and attribute of it. But as well, something to consider is anything that promotes energy-based improvements. So that's something to look at as well. However, though, attribute boosts like critical rating, attack rating, and critical damage will be very helpful in order to improve the champion's damage output, and also the attack enhancements for things like heavy attack. Depending on the playstyle and how you decide to play the champion, you can opt for doing heavy attacks here or there. One thing to point out as well is energy resistance can be very helpful, and as well the champion interacts well with a lot of energy based champions. There are things that really stand out for me with this champion, and that's special attack boosters, and there's lots. There's Perpetual Offense, which looks to gain prowess after throwing a special attack. There's also buff reinforcement for 80% potency of the prowess buff, which again is incredibly important for a champion that is really all about throwing special attacks. Attack enhancement specials, so the ability, accuracy, and attack rating improvements. Special augmentation, which looks to increase the critical rating. Martial artists, which is power rate buff increases with the power gain buff. Again, very, very handy as well. Special refund, it reduces power to do specials, which again is very important. And something that I'd say is a bit iffy, but I think that it's quite good as well, is to mix lightning fists with something like attack surge debuff. So it allows you to get a debuff to then obviously gain back the extent of debuff damage for those particular hacks. In any case, that has been the deep dive of the enhancements as well as some playstyle and other information you need to know. Let's roll some highlight footage and then come back for the final opinions and thoughts.
Now, I haven't played a ton of Bishop. Have you, Rich?
No, I'd say it's been a long time. I think the last time I did a video was just on him was ages ago. Ages ago. I guess it's all about preserving the extent of power going into the next fight to kind of...
Yeah, build some prowess, stack up those charges. Now, apparently you can heal by holding block and consuming the charges, too.
That is something that I completely forgot about. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Oh, do you know, that's nice. The I've just witnessed the oh might of the power gain.
Oh yeah,
champion. It's very, very nice.
Oh, with the Storm Pyramid X synergy.
Yeah,
Nice.
26 hits in. I've managed to build up to an SP3. Very nice. I shouldn't have done that really. Should have like really kind of restacked it onto the next fight. However, though, it would not be the next fight because I would not like to do energy damage against the Captain Marvel. A Captain Marvel movie, sorry.
No, we're gonna have to be careful about that one.
Yeah, that would probably be... Oh shit, most of the other champions do that. Well, I could use Hyperion for that job. That's fine. So, what would I like to get? This is when the hacks become a little bit of a difficulty. Because like Fury doesn't really apply unless obviously buff cornucopia gives you the luck of the Fury. So unfortunately, It looks like attack enhancements.
Yeah, he hits hard. He gets a bonus too if you can launch a special 2 in the first 12 seconds as well.
See, that is what I've got to aim for.
Plus 50% damage if you activate the special 2 in the first 12 seconds of the fight. So that's all about that carryover. Hey, Dark Abyss, welcome. Hope your Friday is going well. Yeah, so his SP3 increases 70% damage if the enemy is at full health. So that's when you carry over that SP3 and it's your first attack of the fight. You get a huge bonus.
If anybody doesn't know what happens on a Friday, myself and Dan do incursions. I spend a lot of time writing down some stuff that then is produced as a video. You can see at the moment what Dan was obviously just saying is that I've got the 3 with the persistent charges, which means that's 3 bars of power, I want to assume. So when I get into this fight now, I should be at an SP3, as Dan just said. As soon as we throw off the SP3 now, then we're going to get that plus 70%, which we'll see 100% of Moon Knight at the moment. Oh. Okay, that didn't really do as much as I thought it would. But
yeah, that's a little disappointing actually.
Yeah, steamrolled through. That's fine. I was expecting like a big boom. Plus 30% damage against enemies above 85%.
Oh, so consume all prowess and gain 10% special damage per stack and consume. So maybe the trick is to get the special 3, but then parry him a few times.
Yeah,
but don't attack.
Launching a special attack is 100% chance to grant an indefinite prowess buff. That's what I wanted to see.
There you go.
Perpetual offense.
I wonder if there's a play with his energy resistance where you actually want to take the energy resistance hack.
Yeah.
And then start tanking some energy damage for very little or no damage. Because he has a natural energy resistance anyway. What do you think of this question, Rich? 5-star Warlock, Omega, Aegon, or Corvus? Who is the most important to rank up first?
Yeesh.
So, first of all, someone has good problems.
Yeah.
Well, Aegon and Omega really need the dupe. And Corvus greatly benefits from it. It's probably between Corvus or Warlock, though.
That regen is just so nice to have.
Yeah, that's always a big worry for me about the sustainability, but it's super easy to heal back and consume some of those prowess charges for regen.
I mean, I'm just watching my stream back. I don't see any kind of like glitching there. Maybe it's something on Twitch. No, I don't know if it's something on Twitch or not. No, it seems fine at the moment. So this is the stream active at the moment, so I can like do this da 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 da, and then switching over, and I can see myself in some kind of weird Inception thing. But it's like it seems fine to me. Oh god, this is so weird. Oh my god, I'm super Inceptioning. This is I need to stop that now. I've stopped that. Sorry guys.
You're way too far down the rabbit hole, Rich.
Jesus Christ, I went really far down the rabbit hole. Oh, that's nice. Right, come on. Yes, that's what we want to see. Weird. I don't know if that's my buff cornucopia not coming in or I got a prowess buff, but nothing came up with my buff cornucopia unless it's that case I've just got wow. So I didn't know you can get a prowess buff from buff cornucopia. I thought it was more of a the usual ones.
It isn't 100% chance.
It's not 100% chance.
No, it's not 100% chance.
A 50. Oh, that's a cop out, really.
Yeah.
That was actually quite nice. So I kept in my block for the entire time, regained health with Bishop, and yeah, so I went back up. I think I was at like 70-odd%, and I've gone back up to about 90% health, just through the method of staying in, like parrying or staying in block.
Yeah.
Buff reinforcement prowess. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Oh, Rich, I apologize for what I'm about to do to your boy King Groot here.
That's fine. You can smash him up. It's for the greater good.
So what do you think about King Groot being the new darling of Map 7? Acid Wash.
Well.
Lot of people jumping on the hype train for King Groot, and you're sitting there like, guys.
Come on.
Where were you 2 years ago?
Exactly. Like people just don't get it. Now they're getting it. Now they're understanding.
It's kind of like when like your favorite indie band gets discovered, and you're like, oh, these new fans, posers.
This is why I can't have nice things.
Right. Exactly. King Groot's getting ready to play stadiums. You saw him in a club with like 20 people.
I remember like when they were cool, man.
Yeah, exactly. Before they were on the radio.
King Groot sold out. It used to be all about.
He did sell out. Man Thing joined the band.
We have.
I know. Well, that was, I don't know, did you watch Ryan Grant's like 30-minute odyssey of trying to clear some acid watch fights with that Doom epic modifier? With King Groot, it was ridiculous.
I think I saw a bit of the video, not a full amount of video. Every time you want to talk about something serious, Dan, there's always an uh-oh stinky that pops up at the wrong time.
I have such bad timing.
Okay, so final thoughts: the good and the bad. Regen, holding the block, fantastic. That's good to kind of like minimize damage coming in, but at the same time, don't overly push it. The more that you go down the line with more rooms, the more difficult it's going to be. Special attack damage is fantastic, and as well, if you utilize your persistent charge effectively, that's good. Unfortunately, a good point and a bad point is the Storm factor. Storm Pyramid X, if you've got it, then that's good. That gets you that buff that allows to trigger off buff cornucopia. If you run him singularly without any kind of synergy boost, then it is going to be a bad point because there's nothing that really triggers off a buff throughout it, which then limits the amount of hacks that this champion can have access to. And as well, the degen from not timing your charges right will be the result of you losing more health. There's a lot of risk payoff, but unfortunately it's a case the champion is better at a higher rank, and as well, Awakened would be a real bonus and benefit. If there's any ability to grab any debuff based improvements from the hacks, then that's the thing. You will need to have that Awakened version for that. But here's the thing, it's a great champion, it's a fun champion, it's somewhat sustainable, but you will need to rank it up. Well, let's face it, I don't think a lot of players would like to sink a lot of resources into a champion like this, although it might be quite fun to do so. In any case, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and as well check out some recent content up here. Check out some other links to stuff down here, which is Rich's Realm. We're running a limited series on this before the release of Marvel Realm of Champions, so check it out. It's a Marvel A to Z series, so go and check that. Done by M, so go and check it out.